Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. A couple new faces join the Horton Christmas while Theresa and Brady get along for Tate. Conveying the case of Horton trimmings, Julie joins Doug in the lounge. They think back about Doug accepting his own bulb. In the flashback, he likewise gets a formal, while possibly not precisely legitimate, set of reception papers from Tom and Alice as an approach to inviting him to the family. In the present, Chad invites the kids over, but Julie's attempts to cheer them up for Christmas are met with resistance. After they run higher up to play, Chad makes sense of that the children miss their mother and Stephanie. Since he doesn't observe Christmas, and Hanukkah is finished, and she simply plans to watch mythical person, Stephanie and Everett meet in the square to work. Stephanie says she'll celebrate with family tomorrow. She simply needs a peaceful night without anyone else. Theresa comes to the penthouse with presents since Tate has a Brady/Kiriaki's Christmas tomorrow. Tate uncovers he will not be at the Kiriaki's supper since he elected to work at the bar. The Kiriakis resemble an exhausting Greek misfortune he's compelled to peruse in English Lit. Brady can't clash. Despite Alex's invitation, Theresa will also not be there. Brady inconsiderately contemplates whether they began dating previously or after she figured out Alex acquired portion of the Kiriakis' fortune. Stewing, Tate feigns exacerbation. More, Paul Telfer becomes fiercely legitimate about Xander. Julie and Maggie face each other clasping hands. Constantine respectfully remains close to Maggie. Festoon and lights drape behind the scenes at Julie's home. Sarah informs Julie that her daughter's real name is Victoria Horton Cook when she and Xander arrive at Doug and Julie's house. Great, Julie firmly says. Maggie and Constantine surprise everyone when they show up. Secretly, Doug tells Julie that Constantine helps him to remember his more youthful self, and not positively. Sarah maneuvers Maggie into one more space to discuss Constantine. She observes that Maggie appears significantly happier than she did this morning in the square. In the interim, Xander tells an inquisitive Constantine he doesn't know whether his girl is doing great because of him or passed to him. At the point when Chad gets back from minding the children, Julie advises him to correct the children not getting the opportunity to express farewell to Stephanie. Subsequent to completing their work in the square, Everett notes he was welcome to a Christmas Eve thing, however, he doesn't think he'll go. At the point when he leaves, Stephanie gets a call from Chad, who needs a huge blessing. More, recollecting AMC's Bianca coming out episode. At home, a tired Tate shouts at his squabbling guardians. Brady and Theresa apologize, promising to get along. To demonstrate they're true, Brady proposes spending Christmas Eve all together. They request Chinese food and giggle over a vacation they took to General. In the Horton lounge area, Chad expresses gratitude toward Stephanie for being there and apologizes for not taking care of things better with the children. He additionally knows how unjustifiable everything was to her, taking into account his sentiments about Abigail. Close to the tree, Sarah tells Xander her mom is cheerful he's there. Xander takes note of she's actual kind and excusing. Looking across the room at Maggie with Constantine, his eyes tight. Excessively sympathetic, here and there. Sarah figures Maggie can deal with herself with Constantine, who gets a hidden admonition from Julie and Doug about not harming Maggie. More, Maggie thinks Victor would be pleased that Constantine is with them and recalls bringing Victor to the Horton celebration. Derek Hoff shares good news about his wife's surgery. Constantine cocks an insidious eyebrow. When Xander and Sarah join them, Xander informs Constantine subtly that they are keeping an eye on Victoria's safety. Chad glares and Stephanie smiles at Everett, who spreads a hand while talking at the Horton Christmas merriments. Everett joins the party upon Doug's greeting. Secretly, Julie reproves her significant other for welcoming Stephanie's ex, however he didn't have the foggiest idea. After meeting Everett in the square, Doug just extended an invitation to him. At the point when Stephanie and Chad carry the children into the party, Everett says he trusts it's cool he's there. Obviously, Chad deadpans. He then affectionately watches Stephanie invest energy with the children. Xander expresses his displeasure that he is not a member of the family while alone with Sarah. Sarah demands he will continuously be associated through their little girl and through her. It's the reason his adornment won't ever be in that frame of mind with the other people who have left the family. More, Annalyn McCord today's in 2024. At the point when Brady gets some information about Holly at the penthouse, he says he's at last understood she's not into him. He throws away the birthday and Christmas present he gave her. Theresa is aware that he has numerous other attractive women. At the point when the young ladies at his blocking school are brought, Theresa inquires as to whether he's returning. Tate shares that nobody has messaged him since he left. Additionally, he thinks it would be nice to spend every day at home with family after school. At the point when Brady takes note of his school is the best school prep in the country, Tate inquires as to whether he needs to return. They let him go with the choice. He says right away that he wants to stay and attend Salem High School. His folks are excited. Stephanie balances a bulb on the Horton tree before Chad, Charlotte, and Thomas. Everett sees from a remote place. Julie starts the tradition of hanging ornaments at the Horton house. Among bulbs with names of relatives not there, Chad and the children hang Abby's, Stephanie hangs hers, Maggie hangs Victor's, and Xander hangs his close to Sarah and Mackenzie's. Sarah receives one for Victoria from Maggie. Sarah hands the baby over to Xander, who takes care of the baby. More, how this character's days could be numbered. Utilizing two hands, Xander takes Victoria's Christmas bulb from Sarah, who holds the packaged child. As they open presents at the penthouse, Tate calls enjoying Christmas Eve with his folks a Christmas supernatural occurrence. As Maggie and Constantine say their farewells at the Horton house, Constantine tells Julie he desires to return her benevolence sometime in the not-so-distant future. She distinctly says a card to say thanks will do from any place he twists up. At the front entryway, Everett interferes with Chad and Stephanie's farewell to propose to walk Stephanie home. A disheartened Chad watches them leave. Sarah asks Xander to take pictures of her in the morning as she prepares Victoria for him in the dining room. He vows to send her recordings. Sarah destroys as Xander diverts their girl in the child transporter. More, why Nicole's miracle may only be the beginning. 12 lights bearing the names Eli, Lonnie, David Abraham, Carver, Mackenzie, Sarah, Xander, Victoria, Mickey, and Julie hang on the Horton Christmas tree. Appreciating the tree alone, Doug and Julie wonder over the custom Tom and Alice began. Maggie, Mickey, Alice, Jennifer, and baby Abby are shown in a flashback hanging ornaments from a tree in Tom's hospital room. As Tom notes, it doesn't seem like Christmas without Doug and Julie. They show up, reporting they remarried in Switzerland. Presently it truly is Christmas, Tom proclaims. In the present, Julie says, all of their traditions, fighting back tears. Every one of the recollections. All the adoration. It continues forever. From our souls, Doug adds, crying. Merry Christmas everyone, Julie says as she looks at the tree. A title card peruses, in memory of Phil Sogard. Doug and Julie hold each other's appearances as they kiss. Paulina receives her diagnosis the following episode of Days of Our Lives, and Stefan requests that E.J.